stretch your little feet, your little toesies. Hi friends, so today I'm going to show you guys how I made my Ren Fair costume for this year. So I wanted something really light and airy and simple and comfortable that I can wear, and this is perfect. The shift is 100% linen, so it's very comfortable, and then the skirt is 100% cotton, so it's very breathable, and then the stays that I made are made out of silk dupioni. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Anyway, everything was very comfortable. The wig is so hot though, but I just wanted something that I could just quickly throw on and then go to Ren Fair, and it was really nice and we had a really good time, so I'm very happy. So I'm just gonna go over everything that I made. We'll link other tutorials and patterns in the description, and the ears I also have a tutorial for, and I will link that. The flower crown I actually bought at the fair and it's really cute. I was like, I need a crown that matches my outfit, and I found one, so yeah. And the potion bottle came with the belt that I got, and it's just cellophane and water and it's magical, and I'm so awkward around kids, but this kid was like, oh my god, that's so pretty, and I was like, thanks, it's unicorn magic. That's my whole outfit for this year. I want to keep adding on to this more like magical stuff because I really like the colors. The colors are 100% my favorite colors ever. Like the gray and the white and the lavender is just, it's perfect. It's everything I wanted. So it's hot. It's really hot in here. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. Okay, so I am using this butterick pattern that my mom gave to me for the shift, and the only thing that I am doing differently is I am not adding a ruffle around the top, and I'm making it pretty long. It's about down to my knees-ish. First I made a mock-up and I put one of my belts around it to make sure it'll look cute and stuff, and it does. So I will go ahead and put it on my 100% linen fabric. So soft.
Soft fabric.
So I know there are proper ways to cut linen and also a really easy way to make shifts from like rectangles and shit, but this is my first one, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to make it from this pattern, from this shirt that I like, and I'm a cosplayer, okay? I'm not going for historical accuracy or anything. I make costumes badly. So here I'm just pinning the sleeve edges together, and I do roll the hems so that they're nice and finished on the inside, and then I sew the seams by machine because again, I'm a cosplayer and I want to get this done fast. Gotta go fast. So here I'm just finishing the bottom of the sleeves. And I also pin down the seam on the inside of the sleeve so that it's not like flopping around or sticking out or anything, and then I just sew this down by hand. And then I go back to being lazy and I machine stitch the hem on the sleeve. Next I pin the two sides together and I machine stitch them. I love installing sleeves. I know I'm probably insane, but I love installing sleeves. So here I am just installing these sleeves. That seam matches up perfectly. Good times, love it. I sew a stitch along the bottom of the sleeves, and this will be where I gather the fabric to make the sleeves tight to my wrists. And then I pull on the thread to gather the fabric, and then Bean has decided to make my pattern her new home. Is that comfy? She's looking very comfy. And then I hand stitch the gathers into place. I kind of wish I made the sleeves longer because my arms are very long, but I mean, this is fine. It worked. For the top of the shift, I made a channel for the cotton cording so that I can tie it tight. And I did this just by folding the fabric over, and it just created a little channel. I machine stitched the channel. I used some wire to help guide the cotton corning, not corn, through the channel. And then I tried it on, tied it, and it is perfect. It's so comfortable. I put my mock-up stays over it, and I really like how it all fits together. So let's move on to the skirt that you see here. I decided to make a half circle skirt, so there are two seams on each side of the skirt. Since it is a long skirt, It was hard to do a full circle skirt because my fabric just wasn't wide enough, so I was like, I'll just do a half circle skirt, and it was totally fine. So I marked out my waist size onto a corner. I'll link how to make circle skirts in my description. It's really easy. I didn't film any explanations on how to do a circle skirt, so I'll link it just to make it easier. And I then measured the length of it. Sebastian has found himself a very comfortable spot. Next, I cut out the skirt. I placed this half onto the other side of my fabric, and then I cut out the other side of the skirt, pinned them together at the sides, and then I sewed the edges with my machine, because again, fast. I gathered the top of the skirt and installed an elastic band, so it just slips on and off. It's very easy. I'm also evil, and I didn't finish the top of the skirt, so I just left it like this, and my stays cover it. If I was entering this into like a competition or something, or if I really cared that much, I would have finished the top of the skirt, but I just left it like this because I don't know, I'm so lazy sometimes. Anyway, that's the skirt. After trying it on, I hemmed the bottom of it, and that's it, and I just made it look nice. Wow. I could twirl in this for hours. It is so fun. Like, that's all I did when getting like video of this. I just twirled in it. For the stays, I made the lining first. I'll link the site where I got the stays pattern. They're actually 18th century stays that I modified a little bit to look more like a fantasy cottagecore-y. So cottagecore-y, So I pinned down the pattern pieces to my lining fabric. I decided to sit outside and do this because it was really nice out and it was so pretty, and I was like, oh my god, what a beautiful morning. Get some dank footage of you playing Mario though.
Yeah, people learn some skills.
Nothing like the sound of Wario yelling in the morning. After getting devoured by some mosquitoes, I went inside and I pinned all of the pieces together. Once I sewed them all together, I sewed the boning channels, which are actually just pieces of ribbon. Again, cosplayer, I'm not here to do anything historically accurate. To get the correct locations of the boning channels, I poked some holes into my pattern where the boning markings are, and then I transferred them onto the fabric with some Sharpie, and that was just a guide on where to put the channels, and it turned out just fine, so I'm happy with it. The boning channels literally took 8,000 years. Sewing them took so long. The fabric that I'm using is a silk dupioni. Again, am I saying that right? I have no idea. Which has horizontal lines in it. So because it has these horizontal lines, I want everyone to just yell, please stop. Oh god, please stop what I'm doing right now. Can you tell what I'm doing wrong? Can you tell? I cut it all out and I didn't realize until the end what I did. And I fucked up. The lines do not match up. Why am I like this? So I did buy enough. I always overbuy fabric just in case something goes wrong, and this is one of those instances where something went wrong. So I do it all over again, and I angled all of the pattern pieces in a way to where they are all going the right way and they're all matching up. And of course I machine stitched them all together. After sewing them all, I ironed the seams open, and then I placed my lining on top with the right sides together so that I can eventually, you know, sew it together and then flip it right side out. After that, I cut out the boning, I placed them in the channels, and then I stitched the sides of the boning, which is so satisfying to see it all come together. Like, this was really fun. But again, I'm a cosplayer. I'm not historically accurate. Don't come for me. So here are the stays after sewing down the boning. And here I am finishing the strips that'll go along the bottom of the top of the stays, and it's basically just making bias tape. You fold in the two edges and then you fold it one more time and it makes a really nice crisp finished edge. I pinned that onto the bottom of the stays and up and around. Here are the corners of the shoulder straps. I just folded them inwards so where they're nice and diagonal. I don't know how I did this. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I machine stitched them down. And there was a burb on my roof. What are they doing? What are you doing, burb? For the eyelets, I measured them an inch apart, punched the holes, and installed silver eyelets. I really love the way the silver looks against the lilac. It's just 10 out of 10. For the lacing, I used double-sided satin ribbon. I melted the edges to keep them from fraying. I was testing different styles of lacing. I really like the X's here, but I ended up going with a crisscross for the final look. I left out 2 loops in the middle of the back to tighten them once I get the stays on. And that's really it. It was really simple. My first pair of stays from a pattern, and I'm really liking it. They're also holding up quite a bit. I've put these stays on so many times and they're doing wonderful, and I'm very happy with it. So thank you, The Amazing Person, for providing it. Again, I will link the pattern in the description. So, and here's the look with my belt and everything. And thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I hope it was informative or fun or something. I have 2 other videos coming out in October. Mimikyu, eventually I will edit that and get that done. And then Pyramid Head, oh my goodness. Oh, look. Very sexy triangle headed, by the way. I am bringing Pyramid Head to Anime Senpai in October, so if you are there, I will be there, and I cannot see in that head. So those 2 videos will be coming out soon too. So if you like cool crafty stuff, then please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. I think my wig that whole time was up like this. Let's just ignore that. Let's just ignore it. It keeps hanging in my face.